Let's get ready to rumble!
Been down and out for too long, nigga, I'm too strong, I'm gon' move on.
Swagger on diamonds just Sakasha trying to pick my brain and judge me like a book. I don't got many likes, but I got a lot of looks. My picture on the news, they trying to label me a crook. They say I do too much, I say I'm off the hook. They ask me where I've been, I say I just came from the hood. Smelling loud off this good, the whole day out in jug. These niggas wanna go to war, man, I wish they would. Oakland like Baghdad in my neck of the woods.
Rest in peace, my nigga Lil E, man.
What's up, man?
Fred, what's going on, man?
What's poppin'? How you feel? How you feel, dog? You gravy?
Cool, man. Cool, man. How's everything going with you?
Everything good, man. Everything good. What's poppin', man?
Man,
So we gonna talk a little boxing. What we talking about?
a little bit of everything, man. So I
Okay.
gotta start off giving you your flowers while you can still smell them, your weed while you
I
can still
appreciate
inhale it,
that.
your drink while you can still drink it, your shoes while you can still wear them. God damn it! Hey, so my thing is, man, like I was telling somebody this morning that I was gonna have you on, and I was like, man, this nigga give you so much game without trying to tell you to go somewhere else to go get it. Like if I say, hey man, how you use $1 million? You're not gonna say, hey man, you gotta figure it out for yourself. You're gonna put me in the position to find out how to get that $1
Oh,
million.
that's love.
So that's what I appreciate
That's
about
love.
you the most. You know what I'm saying? The
Oh,
only reason
all the
why I
time.
started the podcast was because I was, you know what I'm saying? I was on your page, on your YouTube channel, following you.
Oh shit. Oh,
So
that's love, dog.
you already know. So
That's
tell
love.
everybody about the
That's love.
podcast, you feel me, that you got going on YouTube, one of the biggest
Oh yeah.
podcasts on YouTube.
5 o'clock every night, Pacific Standard Time. We in the barbershop. We talk shit and swallow spit. Stripper poles and beautiful hoes, man. That's what we do every night, man. During the quarantine, man. We talk boxing, politics, women, men shit. You know what I mean? We just get in there and have a good time, man. And I'm grateful that you're a faithful patron, man, and as I am to your channel. And yeah, we just rocking and rolling every night, man. So feel free to go to Barbershop Conversations on YouTube. I appreciate that. And yeah, man, that's what it is.
So what made you start a podcast, boxing podcast?
Well, I knew that the newspaper was gonna go down because I was in a newspaper, and you could see the subscriptions going down, and you could see the budget smaller and smaller and smaller. And I was watching Dante from Dante's Boxing Nation, and I was like Dante, and then we spoke for a few hours or a day or two, and I said, well, I'm gonna start mine, and it's grown since then.
So you at last time I checked, you was at what,
It
40,000
was 5 chains
subscribers?
on my neck. Yeah, it was 5 chains on my neck. Yeah,
You
it
know what I'm
was.
saying? So
I don't know where I'm at now, but probably at 50. Probably at 50 somewhere in there. I haven't checked because I blocked it because I got tired of having them conversations, man. You know, people always this man. We bigger than what the subscribers say anyway. You know what I mean? So
for sure. So man, you got some of the best relationships in boxing when it comes to
oh,
guests
that's
on
what.
your show, dude. Like who top 5 people that you would love to have on the show, that you had on the show and that you want to have come on the show?
Who I would? Okay, I would like uh my rivals to come on the show. You know what I mean? Like I really like being in I really like putting people. I really like taking the gray areas from people. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I would want to like have like the Andre Wards, the Terrence Crawfords, the Timothy Bradleys, people who genuinely have a level of disdain for me. You know what I mean? I would like them to come on the show. Um, yeah, man, I like that threshold of like nigga, fuck you. You know what I mean? And I know they would have that towards me.
Okay. This nigga Fred, you and your controversy, dog. Dude,
Yeah,
I just knew
man.
you was gonna say Deontay Wilder or somebody. Like
Oh, nigga though in real life, he's not even one phone call away. He's one ring away. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
like You know what I mean? But he's coming into the barbershop within the next couple of weeks. You know, I spoke to him Saturday, and this past Saturday, yeah, this past Saturday. So he'll be in there pretty soon.
You
I
know,
wouldn't worry about it.
you know, I'm constantly telling niggas no Deontay Wilder slander will be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? On every
Yeah, I know. You debating your boy the other day. Yeah, I saw that shit. I saw that
Hey,
shit.
look, I got a little shirt. I'm trying to make this shirt, boy. The no Deontay Wilder slander will be tolerated, man. You know,
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that.
because
That's what's up.
for me, man, like I tell you all the time, like he can lose 133 fights in a row. I'm still rocking with you, just because he put
You
himself
got
out there, for us. You know what I'm saying? Just on
got
that strength.
facts. Now you got to. Now you genuinely have to. Deontay Wilder is that nigga in real life. You know what I mean? Really is. And I'm glad that I'm able to build a bridge for the fans and the athlete because you get to see a level of authenticity of Deontay Wilder when I'm able to interview him or be in his presence. You know what I mean? So uh, um, it's uh, uh, it's pretty dope, man. He's a special dude, man. Special dude.
So who would you say is
Sure.
like your? So I know Deontay Wilder is one. So can you name
hmm
four other people that you just love, like as far as boxing, like from the boxing community,
Uh, let's see.
either fighters or
Earl
promoters?
Spence. Earl Spence. We can stay with the fighters. Gary Russell. I like Tony Harrison. Uh, shit. Jared Hurd. Mostly all the black fighters, man, because I come from an authentic place. They can understand where I come from. They know I'm not malicious. You know what I mean? I just tell what I believe, what I believe is the truth. You know, I'm not perfect at it, but I would say about 80% of the black fighters in Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? Those are like my guys. You know what I mean? But Wilder, Gary Russell are like at the top of the top because I can call those guys and they just pick up the phone. You know what I mean? We can have great conversations. You know.
Okay. So, if you had to say your top five favorite fighters of all time, who are they?
Pernell, Roy, Deontay. Pernell, Roy, Deontay. Um, Gary Russell was coming up there. And Prince Ahmed. Uh, I like Zab Judah. You know. I liked Andre Berto. You know what I mean? Because he was a part of that hip hop era, so I gravitated towards him. You know. Uh, in that realm. You know what I mean? In that realm. Deontay. Yeah, those five. I'll go with those five right now off the top.
Okay, okay. Now, me and you we gotta go back and forth a little bit, man. I heard what you said
Okay.
about Terrence Crawford last night, man.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford
Come on, no
is a
Terrence
fraud.
Crawford slander, man. Come on,
No, it's not
Harold
slander.
Miner. Come
It's not
on, dog.
Harold Miner, man. Yeah, I got to re-edit it because you can't see me and Breadman, so I took it down. I'm gonna put it back up later. But what do you want me to say? Who has he fought? He hasn't fought no elite black athlete. You know, he's the only person in boxing that has yet to. He's the only A-level fighter, quote unquote A-level fighter in boxing that has yet to fight an elite black athlete. He hasn't fought one. He's the only one in boxing above 147. Go ahead, go down the line.
Do we
People gonna
put
say Triple G. He
so
fought,
is,
he fought Canelo.
so is
Say it again.
Gamboa so is Gamboa considered a black athlete or no?
Nah, we don't consider him a black athlete when you sell tickets. Man, when you talking about native blacks, yes, absolutely. But when you talking about Cuba versus America. Nah, we ain't. Now you know that he ain't a black athlete when you selling tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But bloodlines, yeah. If you want to go through a historical perspective, yeah, he black.
Okay. That's that. So my whole thing. So I met Terrence Crawford. I was waiting for a weekend, and
Yeah.
the nigga is bigger than what niggas think he is. They got him listed shorter than what he is. That nigga's pretty tall, and he's kind of big though. He ain't as small as people think he is though.
Well, I don't give a. He ain't as good as people think he is. How about that? He could be big. He could be. He ain't as good. I'm telling you, man. He Harold Miner, man. Isaiah Ryder, Harold Miner, Kenny Skywalker, Michael Olowokandi, Sam
No,
Bowie.
man, come on,
I'm telling you, dog. He ain't. I don't believe he's that good. No hate. People think it's hate, but I like the fact that Terrence Crawford don't fuck with me. I like that shit. I like the fact that he looked me in the eye and said, I don't fuck with that nigga. I like it. I just don't think he's that good at all. I think he's okay. I mean, you have no barometer to prove that he's that good. You talking about the fight that happened in 2012, 13, whatever that shit is. I mean, 2013 BC. You know what I mean? That nigga fought before Corona. You know what I mean? Before Christ.
Man.
You know what I mean? Before clubbing. You know what I mean? Like he ain't fought no one. He ain't fought no one that had 2 arms and 2 legs yet.
I mean, he was undisputed at 140. We got to give him the credit at undisputed.
I'm not talking about accolades. I'm not talking about accolades, the shit that gets you into the Hall of Fame. I'm talking about that shit that make you a real nigga. Like, he ain't fought nobody that made him like, that nigga's real. Like Earl Spence, Sean Porter, that nigga's real. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't said that yet about Terrence Crawford. I'm not talking about his personal life. Great father, 5 kids, great family man. They do everything together. He's never made a mistake. Like, he comes off as great authenticity, but the nigga don't fight nobody. What do you want me to do? The nigga don't fight nobody. You can't hide behind a contract for 4 years, dog. 2 years, nigga. At some point, you got to say make the fight. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson fought Lennox Lewis. Fuck. Floyd fought Pacquiao. Kovalev fought Ward. At some point, you got to say what we got to do to make the fight. And he said, so it's on him. It's on him.
Man. Okay. So now that we there, okay. So give me your 2 most underrated fighters and your 2 most overrated fighters.
Terrence Crawford and Triple G, overrated. Underrated.
Fred, I cannot allow this slander, man. Quit horsing around.
It's not
all the fighters. He the most overrated.
Yeah. Who has he beat? He got a Triple G resume. If you take Canelo off Triple G's resume, they got the same resume. They fought people who's been on the short bus. You know what I mean? Guys who's never even beat his opponents have never beaten an A-level opponent. Check his resume. I'm not stating non-facts. You know what I mean? Amir Khan is a neighborhood thought. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knocks him out. You know what I mean? Everybody gets concerned with him. You know, spin the bottle type of nigga. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm just calling a spade a spade. Like, you gotta prove to be great. You can't say, nigga, I can make $1 million. Then you gotta show me $1 million.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna tell you my 2 most overrated fighters. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me, but I don't care. Mm-hmm. Canelo Alvarez is one of the most overrated fighters, bro, to me. Him and Ryan Garcia, dude.
Ryan Garcia.
Him and Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I mean, sounds fair.
Huh?
Sounds about right. Those are 2 good, but I don't cover those niggas. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even think about them.
Yeah.
Like, outside of having to, you know what I mean? I don't really think about them. Ryan Garcia is the MVP of quarantine courage, though. He done called out Jesus Christ, Judah, Peter, Paul, Saul. That nigga got quarantine courage for real. That nigga, he want to fight Deontay Wilder. He gonna move up the heavyweight.
So who's your most underrated? Who's your two underrated fighters?
Steve Fulton is one. Underrated. Maybe Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin and Stevie Fulton. Off the top of my head.
Those are two good ones. Those are two good ones. I was gonna go with Gary Russell. And
everybody knows he's great. That's why they're running from him. You know what I mean?
But yeah, he don't get the respect he deserves, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
he don't because they won't get the fights. They won't fight him.
So
he talking about moving up 2 weight classes, yeah. And that's what Terrence Crawford got to do. Move around, shake the tree, make sure some leaves. He ain't even shook a tree yet, dog. Like the leaves not even falling off. That nigga looking up.
Fred,
looking up at the fruit.
No more Terrence Crawford slander. We're gonna move off of Terrence Crawford, bro.
Okay. All right. For sure. Yeah, I don't think about the nigga.
Hey, so killing me, bro. So I got Gary Russell, and I'll probably go with Erickson Lubin for the two most underrated.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair.
So in your lifetime of boxing, who would you say influenced you the most?
Deontay Wilder. Hands down. Like I mean, because I have a relationship with him too, and I'm witnessing him in real time. You know what I mean? It's not like storybooks, like I don't know him and he puts it all on the line, and so I would say Deontay Wilder.
Man, for sure.
What's up, Bear 225? What's up, Bear? I appreciate you coming in.
So see, it's just, Muhammad Ali is a martyr. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't go around Muhammad Ali. But for me, for this generation, I would have to say Deontay Wilder, just because how he puts it on the line. You know what I'm saying? And that really hurts him financially, as far as like the writers writing about him and stuff like that. But I respect it, man. I love a nigga that'll put it all on the line for the folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now also, man, we got to talk about your real estate. I know we talking about boxing and everything else, but you just bought a building. With your son from this, like, for down the street or like across the street from the school you grew up at?
My middle school, yeah.
So elaborate on that.
That's actually where I'm. Oh no, it's just simply like you just plant some seeds and you keep watering it until it germinates through the ground and it fucking turns into a plant. You know what I mean? And then you get fruit that Terrence Crawford can't reach. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
nigga.
No, man, it's just brick by brick, for real, man. I had a great mentor, man. My business partner taught me the game, and I held his hand until he told me to take the training wheels off, and brick by brick, instead of going to Vegas, man, I'm looking at beautiful women, putting all my money on black or red, or hoping to get 21. I fucking put it in the dirt, you know what I mean? And this happened years ago, and now it's to the point where it takes care of itself. I'm able to afford my lifestyle and create generational wealth.
That's amazing. So we're gonna take a turn back to boxing. What was your first fight you ever been to?
Whew. God, I think about that all the time, and I don't know. I think about it all the time, and I don't know. I don't know what was my first fight, because I've always had the advantage of being around athletes. So I don't even know my first NBA game. I don't know my first football game. I don't know none of that, because I got it so young, you know what I mean? Because I was such a good athlete that I was afforded the opportunity to go places. You understand? So I don't know, when was my first fight? I know it wasn't like a big time fight, you know what I mean? But my first big time fight was Floyd. I don't know who it was against though, but I know it was Floyd in Vegas.
My first big time fight, as you know, was last year, man. The Truth. Earl Spence, man. Listen. Your boy drove 6 hours to get to downtown LA, dog.
Earl that nigga, dog. Earl that nigga. He would do it for you too. You know what I mean? Earl that nigga in real life.
That's like
Earl,
that's
Earl
one of
was
the niggas I gotta meet, man. That's one of the niggas I gotta meet though for sure. Him and Deontay Wilder.
Earl's a humble gentleman.
Yeah,
You gonna meet D?
yeah,
When D retire and have a lot of time, I'm definitely gonna honor him somehow, some way. You know what I mean? You're gonna have the opportunity. You
yeah.
know,
That's
I can guarantee you that.
that's bucket list right there, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts,
And
facts.
so, how are you getting through this quarantine and still being able to maneuver with boxing not as prevalent as it was last year?
No, I just see, I, I I like thriving in crisis. You know what I mean? That's why I bought the building. Well, the building was prior to the crisis, but I ended up buying a house. I'm flipping a house down the street from here. And so I that's what inspired the podcast. That's what inspired me to go hard because now I can uh, turn I don't have to travel as much anymore. You know what I mean? I can stay because now I'm building the brand from my office. You know what I mean? So that's been the biggest linchpin that's held me close to boxing. You know, like last time we had Breadman on was a hell of a show.
For
You
sure.
probably fell asleep and shit. Yeah,
Listen,
did you see it?
so you know, no, because nigga,
Uh,
like you already know, I got it on the TV, and I also have it on my phone.
uh-huh.
I was gonna
I
call,
know.
but the last nigga
Why
that
you
was
call
on
it?
before the song came on, he was talking for hella long, and I was like, yeah, I was gonna call in. The nigga was talking for. That's one thing about it. Like sometimes when niggas talk for a long time, it'd be like great conversation. The other times it'd be like,
Uh-huh.
bro, get this nigga off the phone, cause like
Off the
that's the only
phone.
thing.
Yeah. Y'all gotta start saying that. That's why we in the barbershop. Y'all gotta say that shit in chat. Get that nigga off the phone and we get that nigga off the phone. Ain't no hey, it ain't no love lost, nigga. Come back tomorrow, nigga. Come back tomorrow. We'll shape you up. But you know what I mean? And right now, you a Trump supporter right now. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah,
You know what
dog.
I mean?
Hey, I was like, bro, come on, cuz let's hurry this up.
Uh, facts. Big facts. Big facts.
Okay,
Big
so
facts. Yeah.
we're gonna do fantasy fights, right? I'm gonna give you
Uh-huh.
maybe 3 or 4 fantasy fights, and you tell me who would
hmm
win and why they would win. Um,
Versus Megan Good. Me versus Megan Good. Me versus Tony Braxton. Who else? Hey, what's up?
so I got Sugar Ray Leonard, Earl Spence.
At what weight class?
We'll do 147.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay,
Anything over 147, I'll pick Earl.
okay. Floyd, Pernell Whitaker.
Purnell.
Okay. Deontay Wilder, Mike Tyson.
Deontay Wilder.
Okay. Marvin Hagler, Roy Jones.
Roy Jones.
Okay. That'll do it. That'll do it. Fred, man, I really appreciate you, man, joining me, bro.
Big dog, man. I appreciate you. That's love, man. Thanks for having me on.
Hey,
Anytime, for sure.
come on,
Anytime.
man.
We can
You already
talk
know what
shit
it
and
is.
spit. LA reporting. What's up, Ellie? Hey, but yeah, man. Hey, one day, Terrence Crawford's gonna crawl out of the casket and fight a real person. One day, he's
He
gonna
gonna
fight a
fight Errol
live body.
Spence, man. And you and this damn,
He
you and
ain't
this
gonna be ready.
slander, dude.
He ain't gonna be ready. He
So
ain't
now,
gonna be ready.
listen,
That nigga.
I gotta make a shirt just for Fred that says Fred, no Terrence Crawford slander. See, everybody else be trying to
Yeah,
slander
that's
somebody to get Deontay
slander.
Wilder. You slandering my guy, man.
I mean, if he say one more time that it's his contract is there, it's two sides of the street. Just you got to compromise. You got to make the deal, man. You know what I mean? You're afraid to fly. You know what I mean? He been catching buses his whole life. You know what I mean? He got to get on that airplane. You know what
Oh,
that girl
nigga,
saying?
real
American
quick,
airplane. Yeah.
real quick, before we go,
Mhm.
you got to give me your top 5 trainers right now. I need 5.
Top
I'm gonna
five.
give you my 5.
Not
You give me your 5. I'm gonna give you my 5 before we go.
My top 5. I like Breadman, Cunningham, Derrick James. Uh, shit. That are fighting the A-level fighters. Damn, that's a tough question.
Show that man some respect, man.
I like Gary Russell's team. He has his father, who's the brain trust, and his brother doing most of the work. I got to show somebody respect.
Yes, yes, sir.
Virgil Hunter, I like his. Virgil Hunter.
Boy.
Oh, your father, you kind of look like his adopted son or stepson or some shit. You know what I mean?
From the town.
I know you from. You look like you relate to Keisha Cole.
So let me give you my 5, bro. You foul.
Okay, go ahead.
You foul for that one. Derrick James.
What's up, dog?
Bo Mack. Quit horsing around, man. Show my niggas some respect around here.
Bo Mack. Man.
No
disrespect.
No
disrespect.
Slander. He gave my first interview.
No disrespect. He's creating a great team up there. A great team. Jamel Herring is a hell of a fighter. He turned his life around, not turned his life around, I apologize. Dropped in weight, went from 135 to 130, left PBC, went to Bomac, and is having a hell of a career. You know what I mean? He's a world champion. He's about to fight Carl Frampton for all the marbles. You know what I mean? It's, what can I say bad about Bomac? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I mean, as a trainer, he's done his job. You know, as a trainer, he's done his job, you know? But, you know what I mean?
All right, so now I got, so Bomac, Derrick James. I love, probably I'm biased. Maybe I'm biased, but Buddy McGirt.
Yeah, Buddy, yeah.
All biased. This is biased though right here. Buddy McGirt, I love Buddy McGirt, man. Like, he had this young fighter he fought the other night, but he could have beat this other cat, right? But he wasn't listening. Buddy McGirt kept telling him, do this, and he wouldn't listen. So Buddy McGirt, Derrick James, Bo Mack. I gotta go with my dog out in DC though, bro. Headbangers.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I don't know why I can't his name right now. But Lamar,
you know,
trainer.
Yeah, I know everybody. Barry Hunter. You know, if
Version Hunter.
If Kenny Porter wasn't so tight with Sean, like I think Barry Hunter would have done a better job. You know, probably in terms of Sean Porter's boxing skills. Even Breadman, you know, because Breadman was with Sean Porter, with Team Porter earlier. But, you know, Kenny kind of runs a tight ship. You understand what I'm saying? So
hey, listen,
that kind of limited Sean Porter.
You know how I said no Terrence Crawford slander? All Kenny Porter slander is tolerated.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he kind of fucked. Yeah, his micromanagement kind of fucked up Sean's career.
Hey, all Kenny Porter slander is necessary because hey, I don't give a damn. Hey, listen, now that's some slander I can get behind, my nigga.
Facts, big facts.
So hey, so tell us one more time where to find you and what time the show starts.
9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Barbershop Conversations on YouTube, and just go to Silent Heroes on Instagram. I post a reminder every day on my main page, and we're gonna get it popping. You know what I mean? And hopefully before 2021, Terrence Crawford fights a live body. You know what I mean?
See,
with no handicap.
Hey, listen,
with no
handicap. We don't disagree a lot. Hey, that's the thing about us. Me and you, we don't disagree a lot, but when we do, we disagree for sure. So. You know how, like I always end your show, man. Keep your foot on these niggas' necks, Fred.
On these niggas' necks.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, King.
Cross your T's and dot your I's, my brother. And I'll call in tonight.
All right. Holla. Appreciate you, King. All right, one.